Hey, Virgo. So some of you right off the bat are wrapping up a job, starting a new job. Maybe you come to a dead end um, as far as what you can do in your job. So now you're like in a position where you maybe are going to go back to school so you have opportunities for management or take some professional development classes. Ready to move on to a new department or company, or maybe even start your own business, because the world cards, it's a very positive card, so it can sound negative, but your opportunities, I feel, lay elsewhere. They lay in something new, branching out, really challenging yourself. That's what I want to say. Some of you may work for a nonprofit. This Nine of Pentacles is all about give and take and charity and things like that. So you may want to work for a company that has like a nonprofit, has a more charitable, giving back, helping people. Now, we do have the Justice card. So some of you may work like, I don't know what it's called, as a lawyer or in the legal system that help people who can't afford a lawyer. Someone will remember and can put it in the comments. You know what I'm talking about. You may want to help people, like the ACLU as well. Things like that, like help stick up for people. Gosh, even maybe globally, like for a global company that helps people around the world. But something about like you were feeling, some of you, obviously this won't apply or resonate with everyone. Some of you are feeling like it's like you're just working for the man and you're not really feeling like you're making a difference. It's just sort of exhausting you. And so you want to make sure the hard work you're putting in just doesn't benefit your employer. I mean, yes, you get a paycheck and everything. You want it to have a bigger meaning or to reach a more global audience. So some of you may start doing something on the internet to try to reach more people, maybe step up your marketing game as far as your online presence goes. I see that being very important. You may sign some contracts, sign a new contract for a new job, things like that. So very positive, but it's really time for you to sort of branch out, expand your business, think more globally, and even delegate. Maybe you need to hire a manager if you have your own business, because the Ten of Wands can be feeling overburdened. So don't be afraid to delegate. Trust your people to do a good job. Okay. So these next cards are for love, and you have the Eight of Wands, which is a very nice card. Chariot. Okay, so some of you are like going to be whisked away on an unexpected, spontaneous trip. Well, they may have planned it, but it's kind of like pack your bag. We're taking off for the weekend or something like that. And the Sun card. Wow. Okay, 3 major arcanas in your love reading. So that's pretty amazing. So here's the Sun. So some tropical place. You may move with your significant other. You may meet someone new while on vacation, while at the beach, something that has to do with sun. It's summer in the Northern Hemisphere, or on a vacation, something like that. You're also, but it's really the sun. I mean, that's very superficial. The sun is much deeper than that. It's about seeing things really clearly, like something you didn't get before, you didn't understand before, becomes really crystal clear. Like you really get something about your partner or about yourself and how you handle and view and are in relationships. So for those of you who are single, so first of all, I think some of you have decided to be single and work on yourself. That's fantastic. That's going to come to a screeching halt, or you're just going to be whisked away. I mean, these are very powerful, strong energies. So this Eight of Wands is just being swept off your feet, like just meeting someone and you guys click. Now, this doesn't mean, so with the Hermit card, you still are going to have your own world, your own life, your own ideas and thoughts. You're not going to get swept away like maybe you have in the past when you were younger and just lose your friends and, just become all consumed in this relationship. And you're going to have very clear idea about, it's like you're going to have all those hard conversations, not like on your first date. You're not going to be like, do you want children? And what do you think? What's your political views? But you are going to be mature and thoughtful about how you are in this relationship. So while it's going to be extremely passionate and exciting, you're not going to lose yourself. You're going to be in control, and not in a controlling sense of the word negatively, but in a very level-headed, I guess. Very level-headed about it, very mature about it. Yeah, nice. Okay, so here are some overall, just more general energies. Lots of strong, powerful cards on the table, you guys. The World again. Ten of Cups. The Happy Family, Happily Ever After card. Try to say not happy family, because not everyone wants a family. You have a bonus card too. Boy. So the bottom of the deck here was this Eight of Wands, Swords. So you're coming out of denial about something. I feel like some of you felt trapped in a situation, maybe a career, some sort of path you didn't want to be on. It could be a relationship, and you're ending that with the two World cards. Like, you're ending a phase of your life, a way you used to, a pattern of behavior, which could be how you act, how you think, looking outward instead of inward to change your life, and you're able to just start this totally fresh new way of living that impacts career, love, and everything else. And that's your happiness. So the happiness is not going to come from the perfect job or the perfect person. It starts with you, and then someone else may join. Maybe you want to work with families. There's your desire for creativity. This is also a very creative card. So maybe the person you meet is a creative person. They could even have something to do with cars. Maybe they like restore cars. Obviously, that's super specific. They may work outside. They may work at a resort, run a resort, surf, anything where they're like some sort of athlete, or some sort of person that's outdoorsy. This is that daydreaming energy, and it can be known as having trouble making a decision, but you have to have that creative time to be able to dream and figure things out. Like, people don't, maybe they do, I don't know. But I don't think people just sit down and write a novel from start to finish without any thought ahead of time, without any time to imagine, for their creative mind to explore things. So that, like, creatively think about your life. Like, what do you want to create? How do you want to feel? What are you trying to... Yeah, it's almost like if you're creating art, you have something you're trying to, some sort of emotion or thought or something you're trying to convey, and you can kind of apply that to yourself. Like, what do I want my life to convey? What's my legacy? What do I want? How do I want to appear? I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm explaining that right. But one thing you are done with is like petty bickering and fights and comparing yourself to others and being competitive with others. Maybe you were in a job, like a sales job, that was very competitive, and you're just like, we're all on the same team. Like you want to put that competitive spirit towards helping other people instead of any sort of competition within a company or with other people. And maybe you're competitive in your relationships or things like that. So really stop comparing yourself to other people as well, and just focus on working. And we have endless things that we can work on on ourselves, and that is where the focus is going to be, on taking action for yourself and taking control of your own self, and letting everyone else, deal with their stuff by yourself. But yeah, this 8, you're really seeing something clearly with the Sun card that you hadn't gotten before, and it brings everything into balance once you see this clearly. Take care.